Okay, so we're going to do a LYFE video, LYFE on the run. I just showed this house over here, and I thought I'd answer this question. So this guy has just sent me a message and on Facebook, and I think it's good, it's relatable. This guy is a real estate agent, but you can relate this one to anyone. So here we go, it's from David. Hey Matt, I know you probably get a lot of requests for videos, but I want to know if you can do a video on managing stress. Yes. I started in the industry about 1.5 years ago in an office where I could get my foot in the door. After my initial 12 months with this office, I finally got accepted into the #1 office here in the area. This is a phenomenal opportunity, but I can't relax. The pressure to perform is hitting me hard. I'm type 1 diabetic and had extremely good control over the disease, but it has changed since changing offices. I absolutely love the real estate industry and am passionate about my workplace. Any tips on managing stress levels in the real estate industry would be great. So real estate industry, or just life really in general. So, okay, here we go. Stress is a bad thing, but stress is also a good thing. So stress can make you perform. It can keep you sharp, it can make you hungry, it can just, we sort of need it in a way. You know, it gets the heart pumping, it gets things moving, it helps you bring your best game. But if you stay like that too long, and this is really what you're asking, something's gonna give. Okay, so it's like chronic stress is not great. You can see it in people's faces when they've been living in that zone for a long time. And I'm not talking real estate agents, I'm talking business people, housewives, everyone. So it's like when they're anxiously stressed, you can see it. Here's what I recommend that you do. Your body's talking to you right now. You've got to, if you think about it, your answer is actually in the question. Type 1 diabetic, you had great control over it. Now you've gone to this office, like #1 office in the area, like who cares anyway? Like #1 office in the area, it doesn't matter where you are. And it's like, you just be #1 wherever you are. And it's like #1 office, so that's like a high performing environment, I guess you're saying. It's like high expectation and whatever, but you're putting it on yourself. Like you are totally putting it on yourself. Your body is talking to you. Your body is so amazing. It will tell you where you're at. You can feel it, you can see it, all sorts of things, you know, and at the moment, your diabetes has gone back to when it wasn't great. So you just got to make some adjustments. But the stress isn't out there, the stress is actually in here. You're putting it on yourself. Because what you think about creates an emotion, creates an energy frequency. When you're thinking about, you must do this, I've got to get here, it's like almost like a desperate, anxious type thought pattern. It's like driving your car on flat out the whole way from here to Melbourne. It's not going to go good. It's going to be too hot, it's going to overheat, things are like going to break on it. Your body is the same. And you need to just chill out for a minute. And what I mean by chilling out is not do less work, not be less productive. You've got to be more targeted. You've got to get control over your time. When you have space and control over your time and you're managing it, it doesn't feel like you're reactive all the time. And here's what I mean. You've got to come up with a rhythm in the day that's sustainable for longer term. This is about the longer term view. When you've got a short term view, you're trying to like kill it in 5 minutes. Don't worry about it. If you wrote $100,000 less this year than what you thought, no one cares. As long as you've got enough money to live, you're feeling great, build it over time. That's what you need to do. You've got to look 20 years down the track. I was watching a video with Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather today, and Floyd Mayweather said something really good. He said he's not successful just for a year. He's been successful for 21 years. Year after year after year after year after year. You've got to build that. You've got to set the foundation first. If you want to be the #1 agent or the #1 anything, if people are watching this and not a real estate agent, the #1 business person doing what you do, the #1 mum, the #1 whatever, you've got to set the foundation first. Okay, you've got to learn the thought pattern around creating a really solid foundation around creating a rhythm every day, because success is nothing more than a whole lot of successful days put together. If you're running and stretching so far every day and that's your pattern of success, it's going to fall down. And your body's already saying to you, hey dude, diabetes is here. I'm talking to you. You're not healthy right now because you're not healthy on the inside. Your results might be okay, but they're nothing without your health. Here's what we do. Start the day with it, set the tone nicely. You have to set the tone. As the day starts, the day goes. You've got to manage your day in blocks of time. If you've got a really busy work day, you've got to grab spots in the day where you can sit and eat something healthy and regroup and allow your energy to settle again. Because stress has got to be managed in chunks like that. And the way to do it is just to sit and relax for 5 minutes. Grab times when you're driving in your car and listen to something like Law of Attraction CDs, music that you love. You've got to get this rhythm in the day. And that will help you sustain it over a longer period of time because you're giving your body a break. There's a book called The Power of Full Engagement by Jim Swartz and someone else. That book is awesome to read. It basically teaches you how to manage your stress levels. They studied 80 of the highest performing tennis players in the world, and they've seen a common thread with the best in the world. And that is, they grab chunks, really short chunks during a game, might be 5 hours long, really short chunks where they can regroup mentally. You're not regrouping mentally. That's why your body's talking to you. Take it easy. Take it easy. You could have two people working the same job. One's stressed out of their mind, the other one's loving it. Why is that? People quite often say to me, they just can't run at my pace. But I'm in the zone. I love it, but they can't do it. Why is that? Because I've created a rhythm that's solid and structured, and my thought pattern is different. Your thought pattern is full of stress. Another person's thought pattern might be full of optimism, excitement, joy, or I'm not saying you're not happy, but I think it sounds like you're anxious. It sounds like you've got these thoughts of, I must perform, I must prove myself, I must be the best, I must try this, I must do this. It's like very and your body's giving way. Take a step back, work out a nice rhythm, work out your capacity for the day, engage your health, number one. Go and take a week off if you need to. Get it all back into center again and understand that you need to create a pattern that's sustainable over decades, not over a few years or a few months or whatever. No one cares if you take a little bit longer to become successful, but you will if you do it in the right way. If you try and do it too quick, something's going to give. That's my advice around this. If anyone else has any advice for David on this stress thing, and remember, a diamond is made because of pressure. So don't try and sidestep pressure. You just got to manage it differently, and your life will become like a diamond. Anyone got any advice for David? Write in the comment section underneath. Hope that helps a little bit. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.